Hi, my name is Alice Wong, and I'm the president of the San Francisco IHSS Public Authority governing body. I'm also an IHSS consumer who is intensely concerned about Governor Brown's proposal to cap the hours of IHSS providers to 40 hours a week to circumvent the FLSA regulations regarding overtime. I'm going to make 4 brief points. Number 1, the first thing that is glaringly clear to me is that this proposal will impact, quote unquote, the most severely disabled IHSS consumers like myself. That is, most consumers do not receive over 160 hours per month. For people with over 160 hours, like me, we're going to have to figure out how to divide that among our current provider or providers. I find this to be an unfair burden and stressor on consumers like myself who need total assistance with all activities of daily living. It is already a Herculean task to manage, train, fire, and hire an IHSS provider who you depend on for your survival. Unlike other IHSS consumers, it is not dramatic to say that I would die if I did not have my current home care providers. To add this new set of restrictions would only impact my ability to direct my care negatively. Number 2, finding a stable workforce is already very difficult. The cap on each IHSS provider for no more than 40 hours per week will depress the workforce. This workforce is already very fluid and sensitive to changes in the economy. Very few people will join this workforce if they know they can only work 40 hours maximum at the currently hourly rate of $11.54. For a home care provider in San Francisco, there is no way he or she can earn a living wage at 40 hours per week. Number 3, most providers I know work for multiple consumers. It is the only way they can make a decent living. If the proposal is implemented, I predict that many of these well-trained and valuable home care providers will choose another line of work for purely economic survival. It will hurt IHSS consumers, and it will hurt home care providers who have to transition into another field. And finally, number 4, there's the issue of continuity of care. For people like myself who have considered hiring an additional provider, this will cause a disruption in my current schedule. For children and people with certain disabilities like dementia or autism, this can be a major difficulty. I also want you to realize that not everyone has strong social support or sources of informal care. The process of finding and retaining a new provider can take time and may be a jarring experience to certain consumers who prefer their family member as their provider. The turnover rate is already very high in this workforce, and I imagine it will be even more so if this cap is implemented. So those are just a few of my thoughts. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email or tweet me. My email address is alice.wong2@ucsf.edu, and my Twitter handle is sfdirewolf. Thanks a lot.